Hey guys, Jake your boss here, and today I would like to talk to you a little bit about, as some of you sports fans out there know, the NBA Finals, the last game of the NBA Finals was yesterday, and the Spurs and the Heat were playing, the Miami Heat and the San Antonio Spurs were playing. The Spurs ended up winning 104 to 88. 104 to 104-80. I want to say 85, 88. Something in that ballpark. Something between 85 and 88 the Heat had. I know the Spurs had 104. All I know is that the Spurs won. The Spurs beat the Heat 4-1 in the NBA Finals, and which is awesome because they won at their home arena, which is awesome. I'm not a Spurs fan, but still, you know what? It works. I'm just discussing with you right now that the Spurs are really cool. They won the NBA championship. Celtics are the fan that I'm right now. Yeah. So the Spurs won the NBA championship. They have just upset the defending NBA champions, the Miami Heat. After winning 2 straight NBA titles, the San Antonio Spurs have just upset the defending 2 straight year NBA Finals champions. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And the NHL, the Los Angeles Kings beat the New York Rangers 4-1 in a 3-2 overtime victory at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. 3-2 overtime victory kind of stinks because the Rangers were up 2-1 in that game. Really, yeah, it does stink because the Rangers were up 2-1 in that game. And then they allowed a goal in the third period for the Kings to tie, I think with only like 5 minutes left. And then in double overtime, I think the Kings got the goal to win the game 3-2. And it was by Alec Martinez. So yeah, Alec Martinez got the goal. And I will give you the history. I don't know the history of the San Antonio Spurs and how they got. I know the history because I follow more on hockey about the Los Angeles Kings. So, here it goes. Starting in the playoffs, the LA Kings were the 4th ranked team in the Western Conference. The LA Kings' first enemy were the San Jose Sharks. And the San Jose Sharks are one of my fans out in California. His name is Luke Norris. He is a big Sharks fan. Unfortunately, the LA Kings beat them in the series. And guess what? They were down 3-0 in the series. And they came all the way back in the series from down 3-0 to winning the Game 7 against the Sharks. I'll tell you, baby, they have just upset the San Jose Sharks after being down 3-0. You guys thought out there, most of you thought going into Game 4 with the San Jose Sharks up 3-0 in the series that the Kings would win the Stanley Cup? No way. I would not have believed it. I can't believe that they did that. And then in the second round, I'm pretty sure the Kings played the Anaheim Ducks. That series went to a Game 7, and the Kings ended up beating the Anaheim Ducks. I don't know the exact score, but you know what? It works. They upset the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, the Anaheim Ducks. Next enemy were the Chicago Blackhawks, the defending Stanley Cup champion from 2013. And unfortunately, they beat the Bruins in the Stanley Cup. But still, the Blackhawks were the defending Stanley Cup champions. that series went to a Game 7. So the LA Kings had to win 3 Game 7s to win the Stanley Cup. And then the Kings won that game in overtime, upsetting the defending Stanley Cup champions, and then beat the Rangers in a spectacular final in Game 5, which is awesome. And then they presented the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the playoffs to, I think, Alec Martinez, but I'm not sure. And then for the second time in 3 seasons, the Stanley Cup was presented to Dustin Brown of the LA Kings. So yeah, that's the history of the guys winning the Stanley Cup, which is amazing. And also the NBA is pretty cool. Spurs are the world champions for basketball, and the Kings are the world champions for hockey. So yeah, that's it. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and see ya. Once again, subscribe.